attention is focused on Ankara. NATO leaders have gathered here for a major summit that could shape the future of transatlantic security. The decisions taken during these meetings carry global significance. However, alongside official meetings, speeches and diplomatic discussions, another major operation is also underway, a West media effort allowing audience around the world to follow every moment of this historic summit.
During the days of the NATO gathering, Ankara became not only the venue for diplomatic meetings, it served as a centre where the future of security strategy was being shaped.
Avrupa Atlantik güvenliğinin sınandığı bir dönemde
This historic summit, which we hosted at a time when Euro-Atlantic security is being put to the test, will help shape our common future. Here in Ankara, we have laid the foundations for a stronger NATO, one in which our European allies take on greater responsibility and our military capabilities are strengthened through a fair sharing of the burden.
askeri kapasitelerimizin tahkim edileceği
The NATO summit was held against the backdrop of a changing international landscape. Wars, regional crises, emerging threats and technological advances are confronting the alliance with new challenges. And this was the key question. What direction will NATO take in the years ahead?
This summit has shown that the alliance is stronger than ever. An alliance that is united and ready to defend every inch of our territory. Here in Ankara, allies reaffirmed their ironclad commitment to the collective defense under Article 5. That an attack on one is an attack on all, and we will stand together.
Throughout the summit, leaders held high-level meetings, bilateral talks and closed-door discussions. The agenda included strengthening collective defence strategies, enhancing the military capabilities of member states and expanding cooperation within the alliance. NATO officials stressed that the security environment is rapidly evolving and that the alliance must adapt by taking steps to evolve with it.
In the working session this morning, we discussed the progress other members are making toward the 5% target, and they're making great progress. Some have truly answered the call, and others are making big changes. They will be answering the call. I think I can say in all cases they're going to be answering the call.
Given the situation in the world today, the expansion of defence capabilities was a major focus at this year's summit. Member states discussed increasing military readiness, developing the defence industry and strengthening strategic reserves, because today's threats are no longer limited to conventional military challenges.
We are ready to defend every inch of NATO, including our own territory. But one of the reasons why we have built NATO many years ago is if anything happens to one of us, then everybody should stand up for each other.
I spoke at length with President Trump on Sunday prior to coming here. The president wants to see that shift in burden. I would remind that President Obama wanted to see that shift in burden, and it's appropriate that there is that shift. It's happening. That momentum is picking up.
Another key topic was the war in Ukraine, a nation that borders several NATO member countries. Ukraine's president spoke at the opening of the summit, and leaders discussed how to continue offering long-term support for the country.
While this war continues, please help us get more air defense missiles. This is our top priority right now. We are capable of doing everything else ourselves. But when it comes to air defense, we need our partners' determination. Please, let more determination and more decisions for air defense be one of the key outcomes of this NATO summit in Ankara.
Russia continues drone and missile attacks on Ukrainian cities, with another horrific attack just last night. So as Ukraine continues to defend its sovereignty, allies and NATO partners must continue to ensure Ukraine gets what it needs. And let me be clear, all allies need to pull their weight.
NATO member states once again highlighted the importance of coordination in the fields of security and defence.
I think there are two issues that we have to look at with Ukraine right now. The first is that from a military, financial and political perspective, they're doing better than at any time during this war. And that is strongly linked to the long-range strike capacity, both in terms of drones and missiles, that Ukraine is showing, not only hitting oil refineries, but other critical energy infrastructure. The other one is then the defense side and air defense. And I think it's extremely important that we find Patriot missiles and defense systems for Ukraine and hopefully give them licenses and IPOs to deal with it.
The future of Ukraine, military assistance mechanisms and Europe's security architecture were among the central issues discussed.
And of course, we see that the weakness of Russia, we feel it, but it's not enough. We need more pressure, more anti-ballistic, and more sanctions on Russia.
As the host country, Turkey's strategic importance within NATO was another highlight.
And I want to thank President Erdogan, who's really a great man. He's a great leader. He's a friend of mine, been a friend of mine for a long time. He's a strong person, a very strong personality, and that's why he runs such a successful and good country, and really a great, I would say, a great country.
Hepsi de övgüyle bahsettiler.
They all spoke about it with great admiration. As we shook hands, they said, "It was truly magnificent." Some even remarked, "We recognized your janissaries." Isn't that wonderful?
Yeniçerilerinizi tanırız dediler.
With its geographical location, military capabilities and role in regional affairs, Turkey remains one of the alliance's key members.
This forum gave us an opportunity to showcase how far Turkey has come in its defence industry. We were able to present not only where we stand today, but also our vision for the future. In that sense, Turkey recognised the spirit of the times long before many others and acted on it. Today we have reached a point in the defence industry that makes us all proud. But this is only the beginning. With God's help, we will go even further.
The Ankara summit also became a platform showcasing Turkey's diplomatic capabilities.
I expect this summit to show the unity of the alliance. We are much stronger if we are together. Since the NATO summit in The Hague, all European nations have increased their defense spending. But what matters now is not just increasing numbers, it's important that we do something with that money that makes us strong.
My country tries to lead by example, because in 2026 we spent 5.4% of our GDP on defense. And if we add to this core of financing the defense-related spending, and put together, our military spending will be about 7% of GDP. 7%, I repeat that. So in order to protect our security and protect our people, we are ready to take the big part of our public finances from other needs.
From new defense initiatives to the preparations behind the scenes, Ankara has become the center of international attention. Thousands of journalists, advanced technology, and continuous live broadcasts are bringing the NATO 2026 summit to audience across the globe.
From the International Media Centre, more than 100 live broadcasting positions were in operation, with support provided to nearly 3,000 accredited media representatives.
This NATO Leaders Summit is perhaps one of the most closely watched summits in history. And of course, as Turkish journalists, we're covering and analysing it from Turkey's perspective, from Ankara's point of view.
I heard General Secretary Mark Rutte saying, we'll be stronger, we work in common, we produce in common, we'll fight in common if it's necessary. But there are promises for the moment. I saw the contracts about billions of dollars, but every country have his part in this billion of dollars. It's important to have the money.
Our our special report takes you behind the scenes of this major event, exploring the preparations, key decisions, and the main highlights of the meetings behind under the theme Key to Peace.
As a reflection of the growing importance of military capability, the NATO Summit Defence Industry Forum was held alongside the main summit for the first time.
There was a big debate in Europe that is it possible to do decision to spend 3.5? Everyone thought that it's not possible, but we made the decision, and now after a year, everyone has progressed really well. Everyone has started to spend, do investments, joint procurements, develop much more troops, air, land, sea troops. So we are on the right track.
The event brought together NATO leadership, senior representatives from allied and partner nations, and leading defence companies and organisations working in innovation. They focused on the key challenges facing the defence industry today, along with emerging technologies and the future development of the alliance's defence capabilities.
We are on the cusp of the transatlantic defence industrial revolution. I'm asking you to take a leap and show our people that we are ready and capable to protect them anywhere at any time. And show Russia and all those watching today that the transatlantic defence industrial base is mobilizing with purpose.
The one-day forum began with 6 sessions held behind closed doors. This was followed by plenary sessions attended by NATO leadership, representatives of allied countries and defence industry executives. The main areas of discussion included increasing defence production, expanding industrial cooperation, developing joint procurement projects, and creating a stronger industrial-based deterrence capability for NATO. For the first time, high-level announcements were included in the Defence Forum programme and presented to the public. News about agreements, new projects and concrete outcomes achieved through national, multinational and industrial initiatives was available in real time.
European allies are now taking far more responsibility for European security, as we said we should last year on the Hague summit. In my country, Sweden, we plan to reach the 5% target already by 2030, so we are for sure doing our part of that.
The Hungarian government has already decided to increase the defense spending in a predictable manner, and we will reach the 5% by 2035.
A major agreement on upgrading NATO's airborne surveillance capabilities was also announced during the forum. 11 allied nations will jointly procure Saab GlobalEye airborne early warning and control systems. The project will replace part of NATO's ageing Boeing E-3 AWACS fleet and strengthen the alliance's airborne surveillance capabilities. For summit host Turkey, the Ankara meetings carried strategic significance.
Turkish defense industry is creating a lot of know-how, technology, and the battlefield-proven products. So this creates a big potential for cooperation. Today, we are talking about the NATO members' cooperation capability increments possibilities.
Ankara continues to promote greater defence industry cooperation, the development of the Kayan National Fighter Aircraft Programme, partnerships in advanced technologies and regional security issues. Meetings between political leaders held during the NATO summit continue to focus on defence cooperation, regional security and the alliance's future strategy.
NATO is becoming stronger than it was before this situation that we're in. Yes, the dynamics have changed. The conversations may be a little bit different in a way, but we have more members. There's more money going into defense. So in most ways, this is a stronger alliance than it was 12 months ago. But yes, the tone is different, but at the end of the day, we're stronger defense-wise.
We have exhausted our capabilities to provide military support. I mean weapons and munitions from the warehouses of the Bulgarian armed forces. We have provided 13 packages. We don't have anything less to supply to Ukraine. What we can do, this is technical military assistance. What does it mean? We can guarantee that we can accept
military equipment to be repaired in Bulgaria. This is our support.
At the end of the two-day summit, leaders outlined the alliance's future priorities, and the central message remained unchanged. Alliance members pledged their commitment to the principle of collective defence and to act together in response to emerging threats, strengthening defence capabilities, expanding industrial cooperation and enhancing security coordination were identified as the key priorities for the years ahead.
We've shown over the past few months that we are quite capable to defend this continent ourselves, but obviously with the help of the Americans, and we are redesigning NATO to NATO 3.0, and we're doing a great job of it.
I am certain that from Ankara we will see a new spirit in NATO, one that makes NATO stronger and more united.
The Ankara summit has come to an end. The leaders have departed the Turkish capital, but the impact of the decisions taken here will be felt for years to come. Because for NATO, the real challenge is not only making decisions, but turning those decisions into effective security strategies. The 2026 Ankara summit will be remembered as one of the alliance's key political platforms in its search for answers to the challenges of a changing world.
Ankara 2026 NATO summit is not solely about political dialogue. The summit also highlights the growing role of the defense industry in shaping the alliance's future security architecture. By bringing together diplomacy, technology and industrial cooperation, the Ankara meetings demonstrate NATO's ambition to become stronger, faster and better prepared for the challenges of a new era.